Hello and good evening and welcome. First off, for those who we haven't seen yet this year, Happy New Year. The race season is almost here. And for those new to Grass Chat and wonder what I am doing here on a live video, this is what I do. My name is Russell from Grass Chat. Started it just over 2 years ago now, the Grass Chat Facebook page, and thanks to everybody's support, it continues to grow, and pretty much on no budget and just enthusiasm and enjoyment of the sport. I continue to do what I love doing, and that is create videos and provide content for all you lovely Autograss race fans. So, for those who are new to the page, what I tend to do before each race weekend is discuss what's expected to happen on that upcoming weekend. We promote every single race meeting and what is likely to go on. So that is what we're going to do, and we're going to kick off with this very shortly. First off, I apologise. I might look vaguely okay, but I do feel quite rough at the moment, quite a sore throat. So apologies if I struggle a little bit. But thank you for joining me. Let's get to it. So, the 2019 Scunny Shakedown. Of course, we didn't run it last year. But it is back this year, and so far the track is looking very, very good. We had a bit of rain yesterday, but I did share a photo this morning, and I will do the same tomorrow morning when I get to work. Just before I get to work, I'll share with you another photo of the track to show the progress in 24 hours of what the difference is. And I know there has been a little bit more work done to it today. I think a bit of track rolling. One thing I can say is that it is going to be pretty grippy, at least initially, or in fact for most of the day. So, the Scunny Shakedown, it's not a race meeting, but it does fall under the race meeting category. It is actually an official test stroke practice day for Autograss cars. So, basically, it never used to be done in the past. Autograss was pretty much the only sport where there was no testing before you actually got to race, and you think when there's 8 of you side by side all on the start line, and you get to the first corner, you don't know if your car's going to turn or even stop or whatever. So that's what this event was created for. So it is not a race meeting. We must emphasise that strictly, that it is purely a practice day. It's for testing your cars, it's for testing yourselves, it's for getting new drivers a little bit of confidence before they actually go into the racing proper in another couple of weeks' time. So, for this weekend then, gates will open. Well, they'll actually be open first thing Saturday morning, because there is an event on the airfield further down at Blighton Park. So just be aware when you do arrive that there could be lots of vehicles going in and out off the site. There's a driving experience taking place, so there's going to be quite a lot of people back and forth. Also, they do part of their lorry driving experience on the actual Autograss site, and that will take place on the hard standing area, which is on the side of the start-finish straight. So I'm afraid until their event is finished at the end of Saturday, then nobody will be allowed to park on that hard standing side. You will have to wait, unfortunately, until you can move around there. I'm not sure exactly when that event will finish, but it may fall towards 4, even 5 o'clock. So you'll just have to be patient if you do arrive, but please, no parking under any circumstances on the start-finish straight side until after the driving experience event has been completed. So, what else is there going to be? Well, there's not much really more to say about the Saturday. Obviously, camping is free. Nobody pays on arrival. There's not going to be anybody taking money on the gate. I'll explain that in just a moment. And some of you will be pleased to know, but the little partner in crime may try and join me in a moment as he walks around the room. In fact, he's just now going to intimidate me by sitting across from me. So, yeah, back to it. So, yeah, you'll arrive on Saturday. No entrance fee to pay on arrival. You will you sign on. Spectators are free, so no charge for any spectator of any age. Driver fees we'll explain in just a moment. On site, toilets are obviously available. There will be catering by I Love Lucy's. They'll be there providing catering for a few hours on the Saturday. It has been stressed already though that there will be no bar at this event. If anybody is fancying a drink, I'm afraid it's either bring your own or head off down to the local pub, which I feel some of you may want to do anyway because the rugby's on, I believe, on Saturday. So some of you may want to venture down to the nearest pub there. I'm going to try and get a list of taxi numbers for people if they require taxi service to get themselves back to the track or even from the track. Okay, so Sunday. Not sure on exact times yet, but scrutineering will no doubt start sometime around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And scrutineering cat will run throughout majority of the day. You don't have to necessarily be there for the event start. You can arrive later on. And are you all right? Camera shy now. Yeah, you can join in at any time throughout the day, as long as it's obviously not too late. Tagging. So I've been told tagging will start at 9 AM. You must be on the tagging list. I will update that after this video. I'll put it on the Scunny Club page, I'll put it on my page, I'll put it on Grass Chat. If you are missing off that list and you have told me, please tell me again, because you have to be on that list to be available for tagging. They've only got a limited window. You need to be there between 9 and 11 o'clock. They're aiming to get all the cars done which require tagging by 12, and then that is it. So unfortunately, if you miss out, then you miss out, and you'll have to make your own arrangements to get cars tagged. So yeah, that's on tagging. As I say, I will put the list online, and if you do require tagging and you've not told me yet, please tell me. If you're missing off the list again, please tell me. So, costings for drivers. I have put this online, excuse me. I have put this online, and it's obviously different to a regular race meeting cost. Some of you may jump a bit because of what the costings are, but one driver, one car is £25. If a driver brings two cars, then they will pay £30. Two drivers sharing a car, again it's £30. Driver 1 is 25, driver 2 is £5. Two drivers sharing two cars, it will be £30 each, because one car will be allocated to each driver, and then the other car will be counted as their secondary car, so they'll have to pay £5 extra on that. All juniors pay £25. That is all paid at signing on. As I say, nothing through the gate. You pay it all when you sign on, after you have scrutineered. So, scrutineering, as we said, I think it will start obviously decent time in the morning. People have asked me about licences. Some people panicking because they haven't got their licences yet. I have tried to ask the question, but I haven't got an answer back yet, unfortunately. I know in the past we've been able to do it where you can get hold of your licence number and you can go from there, but with NASA clamping down on needing photographs in licences, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case this time around. As I say, I've tried to find out, but yet to hear a response, and as soon as I do, I can share that with you to put people's minds at ease on that. But you do need a licence. You've had 2 months to arrange a licence, because they are available at the beginning of the year, or even a couple of weeks into the beginning of the year. So please don't leave it till the last minute to sort your licences out. Get them done in good time. But yeah, definitely, if you don't have a photo in your licence, if you've got one, you will fail scrutineering. It's as simple as that. NASA have really clamped down on it. You must have a photo. So, I think the actual event is starting at around 10:30. I think that's when our usual meetings start anyway. And how it will go is, it will go in this process. So, classes will be grouped together initially. So, classes 1 and 2 will share the track, then classes 3, 5 and 7, classes 4, 6 and Stockhatch, then 8s, 9s, 10s, F600s, or the specials, and then juniors, saloons and specials will share the track. That's how it will go initially. It will all depend, obviously, if somebody slips back in the queue, we may just slot 1 or 2 cars out in another group, but we're trying to keep cars which have got vaguely similar pace together. I know, yes, a lot of the top end class 6s are a lot more powerful than the 4s and the stock hatches, but we need to try and give an even split as well on some of the classes. But throughout the day, some people will be done and they will venture off home, and that will then leave opportunities for classes to mix in together a bit more anyway by the end of the day. Billy, yes, this is more because there potentially is a lot of cars to get through. We have done it where ladies share the tracks with the men. If ladies want to go out just as ladies, then all I can suggest you do is you come up to the line together, because there is so many cars to get through. We need to keep things flowing. I know people share cars and that, but there will be opportunities for everybody to get out. But ladies, we have got initially down to share the track with the men. But as I say, if you want to go out with just ladies, time it right and come up together. That's all I can say. How it works, it's not a straight line start, although you will all line up together on the start, but we will wave 1 car off at a time. Whether it's a full 8-car lot or not, it all depends on how quickly they're going around the track. But it's 1 car off at a time. That way you can do your practice starts without the worry of somebody next to you, and you've got that freedom heading into the first corner. Remember, it's not racing. It purely is a test day. I know people get a bit excited and a bit giddy and they want to challenge each other throughout the day, but please try and remember that we've had some big accidents and incidents on the Shakedown in the past. Let's try not to have any more. You will all get, I think, 4 to 5 lap runs. Again, keep it short and sharp, so then we can get through everybody. Later on, again, we may add another lap on depending on how many cars are left, and all being well, you can do that as many times as you like. That's what the money you're paying is entitled for. So yeah, you can go out as many times as you want. If you've got a car and you've gone out in one of the runs and they're still queuing up and you want to go straight back out, you can. The opportunity is there, but please give opportunity for everybody to get out. Don't start jumping in front of others in the queues. Give each other opportunity. Also, don't run your car so much that you wear it out before you get to the first meeting proper. Some people only do 2 runs and they're happy with the car. Other people do want to do quite a lot of changes to the setups of the cars and go from there. Of course, the track's due to change throughout the day. We know what Scunny's track's like. Starts off loose and grippy, eventually does polish up. How it will fare on the first meeting of the year, where it's always a bit difficult to tell. So I believe that is all the information that I have on the 2019 Scunny Shakedown. If anybody has any questions at all regarding the event, please ask. Don't leave it till it's too late. Hopefully I can answer the questions. If you've got any questions on the day, please approach an official. If you've got any problems on the day, again, please ask. Don't leave it until after the meeting and then throw up a complaint. Just if there's anything you need help with, then we'll do our best to help you out. All help is welcome with running the event as well. I did have a very kind message of somebody offering to marshal. That's very much appreciated. If anybody else could just feel like helping out throughout the day, that's greatly appreciated. But don't forget, if you are planning on helping to marshal, you do need your license. You need to sign on the officials list as well. So there we go. Nice simple video to kick things off for 2019, and we've had the taster of the shows. Now it is getting ever closer to doing the thing proper, and I for one cannot wait for the season to get underway, because